So, today is going to be one of those fun days. So many things are going on in the world today, but we're going to talk about a fun thing that happened today, which was absolutely the coolest for me anyway. Um, I was able to fly the one, the only, the most amazing RC plane ever made for beginners that everybody's talking about. If you guys don't know what that is, it is the Aero Scout. No, don't confuse it with the Aero Scout Mini. In my very humble opinion, I will tell you to not waste your money on that. Save up just a little bit more. Save a little bit more and buy yourself the other one, the big one. Hey, look what we have. We have the elephant in the room and a rocket with it too. Some of the stuff that I 3D printed in the past, just in case you guys didn't know that I even had a 3D printer, because judging by the views on 3D printing stuff that I've done, it would be easy to overlook. It would be easy to overlook that I've ever done any 3D printing in my life. But anyway, so what I'm going to talk about here is then we're going to jump into real flight so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And we'll continue on talking about the amazing Aero Scout. But before we do, I wanted to talk about this here battery. This here battery is the one that came with the Aero Scout. It was a ready-to-fly kit, so it came with this here charger that I can't... Gosh, these leads, it's so hard to unplug and replug these leads, which in some ways it's great because, you know, if you put them on a basher or something and you're jumping your car to the moon or whatever, these leads are probably the best thing that you're going to get. I've tried all kinds of different leads, Dean's, Tamiya, and a bunch of others, and these happen to be like top grade when it comes to, like, you stick them in, they just won't come out. They won't come out. These and the Tamiya are probably the two best ones, because the Tamiya ones have an actual clicking in place system, so that really, like, you could lift the car off of it and it would not come out. But anyway, it's a close second for that. But unfortunately, as I am very unlucky, and you guys might have noticed this from all the other videos if you have watched the other videos, mine came in as a dud or something. I was able to charge it from 0 all the way to hero only once, and then it turned green only that one time. Then I used the battery a couple of times to try to figure out how to get it to taxi around, and it was great. Then left the battery for a considerable amount of time, and when I went to try to charge it up again, it just would not charge all the way to the top. I tried it on 2 different days. I left the battery charging pretty much for the entire day. I kept watch on it because you don't just leave these things and just run away. So long as I was there available, I would keep a look on it and it would be charged. And when I left to do an activity, I would unplug it. And no matter what I did, I tried the DJI charging thing, and it seemed to do something different from some of the other ones. In some cases, this thing would turn blue. In some cases, it would turn white. But no matter what I did, it would not fully charge. So eventually what I had to do, which is a very sad thing, was to go out and get my own batteries. I already had these. I tried to fly the, Motion RC F-18, I think it's F-18, whatever the one that's in Top Gun, the movie, that one. And it was awesome, but it did not have enough power to lift it off of the ground, and I'm sure that that's my fault, because again, this is 35 Cs. I'm sure that if I was to try to fly something that has a fan instead of a regular propeller or whatever, you're probably going to need more Cs than what this has. But this is perfect for the Aero Scout, and so whatever. I mean, if you can look at these two together and see, this is 3S, this is also 3S. 11.1 volts, 11.1 volts, 220 mAh, 220 mAh. This one it has 5 Cs more than this one. So this is 30 C, this is 35 C maybe. That helped, I don't know. But gotta tell you, it's great. I love it. It did a good job for me. Also, this here case, another YouTuber was talking about these, and if your battery should catch fire or explode, you put it into one of these things. It's supposed to save your life and your house. So can't recommend that enough. And a lot of other YouTubers are, again, on that wall. You look at the wall behind me, refer to what they've said. A lot of the content that you're going to see here on this channel is my own variation of what they've already done. They've inspired me to do the things that I do. So there you have it. There you have it. So if you haven't subscribed to their channels, please do that. That'll make me happy. And because they paid it forward, and so I'm just paying it back. Just paying it back, as one should. As one should. So anyway, now that we got the battery issues out of the way, I'm gonna start getting into that good old computer, and we're gonna fly some stuff. Hey, look, SpaceX right here, and the elephant in the room. Also, this charger here is on the cheap. Compared to some of the other chargers that you will find. It seems to do very well with those Z batteries, so that's how I charge mine. Again, it's a little bit more complicated than charging your nickel metal hydride systems and some of the other lipos, which I use some of those cheap and very well put together Chinese chargers because they're just so easy to work with. So why go and do that where every time you need to set it up, you can just plug those in and they will balance charge a lot of those batteries. But again, I don't use anything that's over 3S at the current time. So I don't run into as many problems as some of the people who are running the larger batteries. Those are a little bit more complicated to work with, and you might have to discharge them when there's a lot more procedural stuff that needs to go into if you're flying with a really big. Actually, no, I lied. I have one 4S battery. If that's for a drone, it came with it. It was the Ishin Atom RC Seagull or something. That's the only one that I have, which is a four cell. Everything else is a 3C. Let's see if that's true. I would not want to lie to you guys. Where did I put it? Ishin. I was not lying. And it does say 4 cells on here. So this is 14.8 volts. That's the only one I got. That's the only one I got, which is more than that. But it came with the thing, so I wasn't going to throw it away. And it does a great job of flying stuff. Again, I personally prefer the 3S. But now I've got to the skill level where I could fly 4S if I wanted to. I was going to fly Real Flight Evolution, but right now we're in the transitory situation where we're moving from this PC to the other one. I'm still not able to install Windows 7 on the Surface Pro 7, and the reason for that is that Microsoft doesn't really want you to downgrade. They always want you to upgrade. So there's a lot of things that are put in place to stop you from trying to downgrade your system back to a system that was better. Or at the very least, it was less resource consuming, and so it was just better for me. So anyway, before we start the show, I'm going to say a big shout out to Drone Caps. Obviously, the RC Sailors. I'm wearing their epic shirt right there, and of course, Captain Drone. But I'm also going to say a big thank you to Brian Phillips RC, because I would have never really known about Real Flight and how good it was if it hadn't been for his channel. And again, a big thanks to Horizon Hobby for sending me Real Flight Evolution for free to use. And also because even though we started off on the wrong foot because I kept buying all the wrong stuff, after I bought the actual thing that works, I'm pretty happy with it. So let's see. Let's jump in here again. As I said before, This remote is fantastic. I love it. I can fly on it. My daughter can fly on it, and she will be turning 10 soon. So that just goes to show how easy this thing is to fly. Again, don't take it. Don't just look at how I fly, because I fly poorly, and then think, oh, well, if I buy the simulator, I'm never going to be able to fly. Don't worry. The learning curve is going to be way less steep for you than it is or has been for me. So you'll be fine. Don't worry. I always learn a little bit slower than most people. So anyway, this is the Aero Scout, the same thing that I flew today at, where was I? At the Great Park in front of this amazing balloon that you can ride. And there you go. This was a pretty nice landing. There you go. The landings that I did, and you guys can check it out. I did a video where I was live streaming it. So there's no way to do any Hollywood magic there. I was flying it for real, and I had my chest cam on. So that'll just show you how cool this is. It really flies on rails. And as I said before in another video, it's like they reinvented rails because it is just so smooth. You wouldn't expect it to be because it is a large plane, larger than anything else that I've ever flown in my life. And it flies for sure 100% on rails. Getting real flight and learning on real flight did definitely help a lot. I already had prior flight experience on other more inexpensive birds, but it really flies amazing. It'll be a little bit different for you in real life than it is here in the simulator. You will have to account to what the surface is like and stuff. The gravel over there is terrible. It is terrible where I was. It is so terrible that later on I basically took out drift car, and it kept high centering on the gravel. It was just that bad. It was just that bad. So I can take it out of. Wait, no, that's not right. There we go. Take it out of safe. I just took it out of safe. So now if let's see, I could make some really erratic moves now and destroy the plane. And I put it back in safe. It will self-level and it will fly on rails again. It is unbelievable, guys. I had to experience it for myself. The self-leveling, that everything, it just really flew amazing. Just the way that I expected it would, based on the simulator. But again, my landings out there were not as good as what you're seeing here, and the reason for that is simply that it is more difficult to fly in real life than it is on the simulator, because you have to account for like the gravel being bad if there's wind condition. Today it was perfect. It was absolutely so amazing. There was no wind, nothing, which obviously helped. But I still got some really bouncy landings. Nothing as sweet as what you're seeing me get here in the simulator. So if you guys want to check out that video is up. Whoa! And thankfully, I was not stupid enough to get out of safe when I was flying in the parking lot today. It would not have gone too well. So now the next step is to see if I can get out of safe or fly in non-safe conditions. No. Okay, so actually the Aero Scout is harder to fly out of safe than I would say, based on the simulator only, okay, because I have not flown the Habu in real life, so I wouldn't be able to tell you how that is, but I took it out of safe, took the Habu out of safe, and it is easier to fly the Habu and do flips and rolls than it is the Aero Scout. Wow. So I don't know why that is. Maybe they perfected it to the next level with the Habu. But I don't know. It's very interesting how that goes. Can I do a loop? No, the simulator is not allowing me to do a loop. Cannot seem to do a loop at all. I think that in real life you should be able to do. I've seen people do loops with the Aero Scout, so I don't know what's going on there. Maybe I just need to be. Wait, did I just do something wrong? No, you can do a loop. I forget. Forget what I just said. You can do loops and then crash the plane just like I did. Okay, so you can do loops and rolls. Rolls I was able to do regardless, but I did not know you could do a thingy because I was not able to do it earlier, but you can. You can do, and be careful, of course. I'm going to dump it back into safe and then come back. Can I do an inverted pass? Not to save my life. Let's see. Oh, see. It looks easy, but it's really not to do those inverted passes. Let's try it again. We're going, no. You got to do a brain switch. Brain switch. This is a brain twister. You go up like this, then you turn around, and then up is down, and down is... Amazing, amazing, guys. Amazing. Anyway. Let's see. Knife edging is pretty hard too. So yeah, I'm just so incredibly happy that I was able to do fly the Aero Scout in real life, and it just really flew. I was just bewildered. It was just like under a magic spell, because I've flown so many different other things like the baby RC, QF002. And I've flown the Ishin, what do you call that thing? The Ishin F-22 Raptor. I've flown the, what do you call that other one? The Ranger, I think it's the Ranger 300 or something. From Volantix and a bunch of other ones. And although they were much smaller, I gotta tell you, this is the easiest one to fly. It is just the easier one to fly. You do need to do a lot. It does not come. People will tell you it's ready to fly out of the box. It does not come ready to fly out of the box, and it's not just because of the putting in the wings and all that stuff. You can't really fault them for that because it's such a big plane. So they do need to. They're not going to send you a box with it fully assembled. And that doesn't make sense for a plane like this. But what I mean by it's not ready out of the box is you need to trim it. I did some trimming. It took me a while to figure out and make sure that the tire on the ground was trimmed so that it goes perfectly straight. In the beginning, when it was trimmed incorrectly, it would turn more to one side than the other side. It wouldn't go straight the way that you wanted it to. So I did a lot of adjustments there, some off camera, some on camera, that you guys can take a look at on the channel, some of the stuff that I've done. And after you fiddle around with everything, and I gave it more trim for up elevator, because as a beginner, if you let go of the sticks, you do not want your plane to nosedive. And a lot of these things out of the factory are set up for experts or whatever, or they expect you to be flying in very windy conditions. So the bird tends to want to stick the nose down by default. I didn't like that, so I watched the Brian Phillips RC, and I checked out a bunch of things, and I studied the manual and a bunch of other things. But anyway, Brian Phillips RC really made a difference for me in this, because if I hadn't gotten this simulator, I would have never really understood how Horizon Hobby wants you to fly their planes. And a lot of the cheaper planes that you find out there, will be steering with the right stick only. But here, as you can see here, I'm steering using the left stick. The left stick is what is giving me turnage on, or ability to taxi on the ground. It is all happening with the left stick. I don't need to, I can put the other thumb behind my back and I can still taxi and turn. Also in the air, that's true. If you want to turn left and right, you do that all with the left. And I was not aware of that. But that's something to watch out for if you buy the Aeroscout or any of the other planes, is you will be turning with the left stick, which is going to be a brain twister for you if you come from drones, because drones yaw. They don't really turn with the left stick. And if you are somebody who's really old school and used to fly, not fly, but drift or race cars, then you're usually your turning is on the right stick, and your throttle is on the left, so that it makes it easier for your brain to not get those two confused and stuff. But anyway, with this, it's completely different, so just keep that in mind, and just remember that if you want to fly the Horizon Hobby thingies, which the landing gear is absolutely phenomenal on this thing. It is bouncy, it is resilient. Again, it was my first flight, so again, everybody gets a little bit nervous. But I was like, okay, I'm going to take the chance. I don't know if this thing, I mean, I'm in a parking lot. Can this thing get up in the air fast enough? Because I had the other experience before with the jet, and it was underpowered. It didn't have enough C's to get my other one up in the air, so I had a huge runway to try to get that up in the air. But again, all my fault. I can't fault the company at all. Just a noob, right? Your typical hillbilly redneck guy just trying to get it up in the air, and it was total failure on my part. I just couldn't do it. But I love that plane. It's in the garage. It is part of the wall of fame and shame, and I just absolutely love having it there. It is just an amazing shelf queen. So always a big shout out to Motion RC. They always put a smile on my face. I watch their videos. Their live streams are really fun too. If you guys don't know about Motion RC, you guys should go check them out. Unfortunately, they are in direct competition with... whoa! Get me back in safe. Get me back in safe there. I was about to destroy the Aeroscout. With Hobby Zone and Horizon Hobby and a bunch of others. They're in competition with them. So unfortunately, you won't be able to find some of the planes that they have on the simulator, but it'd be nice if at some point in life they would mend fences, because I mean, I just love the people at both companies. There will be a lot of snark on the channel and stuff, because again, I bought 2 Aeroscout minis and they just did not perform for me. I'm sure that other people have had some amazing experiences, but this bird here, I'm telling you, is phenomenal. You will see it also on the Captain Drone channel. He recently did a review on it too, and RC Sailors have been talking about this plane for so many years, and it just really is amazingly beginner friendly. And you wouldn't believe it, right? I was just, my eyes were like popping when I saw it, because the plane is so big. So you think, because it's such a big plane, it's gonna just not perform like the smaller ones do. Like my absolute favorite, which is the Baby RC for the small ones, and that one like turns on a dime and stuff. Or what's the other one? I want to say is it 287 or something? It's just one of those jet airliners or whatever from Volantex, and it is also fantastic for something smaller. If you don't feel comfortable learning on something this big yet, you could try that one. 787, I don't know. Anyway, it's on the channel. You guys can check it out. No problem there at all. But anyway, you could do these like touch and goes. It is really forgiving, and yeah, I just love this plane. I just love this plane, especially because after I blinged it up it just looks so cool. It just looks so cool in the air and on the ground when it's taxiing around. Um, I did some cheats in there because I wasn't sure if when it came out from the factory, the leads for the wings were inverted. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. So the first time when I was taxiing it in the street close to home, everything was running except the wings. So I had to make sure that that was running because I saw the RC Sailors videos and I saw Brian Phillips RC, and on those channels, the wings on the top would allow you to do this kind of rolling action. Those were running, and on mine it just would not. And then I found out I had to pull out the cable from the receiver there and just turn it the other way because from the factory it was just backwards. So again, I will turn blue in the face or purple and just keep telling people that hey, do not skimp out on quality control at the factory, because if you want people to have the absolute best results, and you're talking about sending people ready to fly kits, you want them to have the best experience that they possibly can, and you don't want the battery to be a dud like what I got, and you don't want the leads to be backwards like what I had, and for instance the leads were not even color coded. So like maybe what I did later on is I painted the blue one, I think it was for the right wing, and the green for the left wing. And so then now when I go to the field next time, and just the way that I did today, I don't have to guess which wing connects to which cable and all that. It just adds to the user friendliness of the experience, and it's just something that people will really appreciate, buyers going forward and stuff. Like when you're a customer and you see all these little details, you don't think about the details, but you're like, whoa, this was so easy to set up. Look, I didn't have to guess which wing connects to which wing. The remote control is like perfect. It's already trimmed and runs for beginners out of the box. And again, you don't really need to cater to the like top end hobbyists, because they will just look at the thing and say, oh man, the trimming is just lame. I want mine to be like more nose heavy or whatever. I'm going to shift the battery forward, whatever it is that the experts do when they want to do flips, rolls, and all that jazz. But you want to bring in as many people as you can to the hobby, and as many girls into the hobby and stuff. So that's why I thought it'd be fun to bling it up in the front there, put hearts and the sparkles and all that stuff. And it just looks really cool and unique. Again, not the best, most professional job, but I just wing stuff. That's what we do here on this channel. We just wing it and see what we can do, and hopefully make it fun. So anyway, there you go, guys. This here bird is absolutely phenomenal. Is it worth getting the simulator first? Please do yourself a favor. Buy the simulator first. Get used to how this remote works. You won't regret it. Also remember though that Duracell batteries are your friends. A lot of these remotes, I've noticed that Horizon Hobby for some reason has some of the smallest compartments when it comes to battery holding. So my AA batteries, all of my AA batteries that are rechargeable do not fit in it. So I had to revert back to Duracell. Duracell is always your friend, and it seems to work just fine with Duracells. It comes with batteries already in the package. They're like Christmas-looking batteries, and they're great, but I used them all up just in getting the bird set up. So then when it came down to me having to fly, I had to get my own batteries. But anyway, let's do a couple of challenges. Oh, I keep forgetting, this is not the Surface. The Surface is better because the screen is a touch screen. This one is not a touch screen. Wait, let's see. You can press this button here, and it brings up this menu, and then you can scroll to where you want to go. In this case, I'm going to scroll here to the field. I'm going to change the, whoa. All right, I said I was going to change the field, but I'm going to go and change. Ooh, man, that looks cool. I'm gonna try to fly this, and I'm gonna do this one more time, and then aim to the. Oh, okay. I want to change the field real quick. Let's see what fields are available. No, what's that all about? Why does it want me to change plane at the same time? I just want to change the field, not the plane. So maybe that's not how you do it. Okay, let's try this. Or wait, maybe it is. You go up here and you press it once, and then maybe you just change the field. Well, you can't see anything on here, which is great. Environment. Select an airport. Here we go. We'll do it this way. I like this. I don't know if the new one can do this, but the old version was great. I don't know why they always change stuff, but in the evolution, I don't think that you can still do this. This was great. I love that you can just go through here. Let's see if I can find a nice field. Oh, this one has rings in it. How cool is that? But we're not going to fly it at night because I'm going to just crash it. Ooh, cool. I'm going to try this field here. This looks fun. And let's try it out. Let's try it out, guys. I'm just, again, I have no words. I'm just like, Horizon Hobby, you really knocked it out of the park with this one here. The Aero Scout is just, it's just phenomenal. I was ready to jump in, and I basically got it the one with the ready to fly kit, and I was like, okay, well, if the batteries turn out to be great, I'm gonna go full on and just buy the Spectrum batteries and just go all the way, the battery checker and all that stuff. But then because I had such a poor experience on that, I'm just gonna use the batteries that I have. But aside from that, I mean, I will recommend this plane to anybody. Just get the ready to fly or the bind and fly kit. I don't know, whatever your level of experience is. If you're a beginner, you're probably going to get the ready to fly kit. So if you're a beginner, just get that. Get the ready to fly kit, and then just remember that you might have to change out the leads like I did. And that's just something that you might have to get used to doing, whether you like it or not. I've had to do that a lot on all kinds of different vehicles, remote control vehicles of all kinds, whether it's cars or haven't had to do it on any boats, but those are pretty rock solid in general. But in for RC cars, sometimes I have to change out the batteries and put something else if I want to, let's say, upgrade it to from nickel metal hydride to what do you call that thing? Lipos. Whoa! Once I lost control, that was the end. This thing is so cool. It reminds me of one of those movies. I'm not sure. It like had the Apache or something. A really cool song that went with it. But anyway, this is really cool. Really, really, really cool to fly this thing. And it looks amazing. I kind of like want to buy the real thing. Now that I know how well some of these things will fly, just like the Aero Scout, it just gives me more confidence in wanting to buy more Horizon Hobby. And again, I really gave them a real fair shake there. You know, I really gave them a fair shake, and there are good things about it, and some things that I don't particularly like about Hobby Zone and Horizon Hobby, but there are some things that I have to say 100% just go with it. And for instance, they're making some new vehicles right now that are fantastic for the RC vehicles, like the Armas, that are more budget friendly, so anybody can, well, not anybody, but more people, definitely more people can get into the hobby thanks to that thing. So the one that I currently have is the Granite. I think it's the Arma Granite, and it is really cool. It's fully upgradable, of course, if you want to go and get yourself the lipo version or whatever, you can totally upgrade that thing and make it even better than it is. But I love it just the way it is. It's got the perfect amount of power that I want in the thing, and I could ramp it all day long. Just remote control it around objects. It is very, very stable again, just like the Aero Scout, the big one. And I'm just loving both of these products. Just loving both of these products. It took, the learning curve was big coming from Tamiya. It was big coming from Tamiya. But once you get around it, you will love those. You will love those too. Again, before that, I was remote controlling all kinds of stuff from Tamiya that I really loved. Kyosho and some other ones too. A lot of cool stuff. A lot of cool stuff here in the RC world, guys. If you're not in the hobby, this is one of the best times to be in the hobby. I will complain endlessly about the pistol grip controllers and stuff like that. That I prefer, like the DJI controllers. You have the sticks, just like these. This is my favorite. This is my favorite. This is the kind of remote that I would fly and use for boats, cars, everything. It's just the way that I like to do it, especially when it comes to drifting. Today I was drifting with a pistol grip. It just felt foreign for me, but I was able to do it anyway, so it's fine. I've gotten used to it. This is cool, guys. This is cool. If you guys have not tried this simulator, it is just, there's just so much that you can try. Like, look at this helicopter, or you could try a 3D helicopter. I've never tried a 3D helicopter in the simulator. I don't even know if you can flip it. I can get it off the ground. Whoa! Didn't I just say I could get it off the ground? I can't get it off the ground. Oh my Lord. Is there a way not to start in flippy mode? Is there a way to not start in flippy mode? Please enlighten me on how I can avoid starting in flippy mode. In flippy mode meaning in 3D mode. I do not have the skills to fly this in flippy mode. Gee, this is harder than the other one. How do they do it? It's, first of all, it doesn't want to get off the ground, so let me just give it a little turn. First of all, there's that problem right there. Second of all, once it does sort of get off the ground, forget about it. The rotator blade just, ooh, that looks cool. What about, let's see. Dang, I'm gonna fly a shark. I'm gonna fly a shark, guys. I didn't even know there's a thing like this. This is so cool. So cool. I'm flying a shark. I'm flying a shark until I crash the shark, but so far no, wrong way. Get up. The shark does not fly as easily as the other one does. This one, the one that I just flew a few minutes ago, it's got more pep. It's got more pep to it. More fly it. I can still fly it. I'm getting a little bit better at this, which is kind of unbelievable for me. I was like, there's no way I'm gonna be good at flying helicopters, and good is a mild term. Good is a mild term, okay? I'm not talking, I can't do any 3D, and that was an epic crash there. Let's see what other amazing, oh, I want to fly this so bad. This looks cool too. This one, I'm not sure. Oh, that looks cool. Let's do this one. This one. Dang, that looks cool. Okay, so they've given me a runway. That's nice. Wow, this thing takes off. This thing takes off easy. Okay, this isn't in this, my friends, is not. Whoa. No. No, I lost it. Oh, I got it. No, I lost it. No, I got it. No, 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 no. Oh, buddy. Clearly not in safe, not in safe. So I have to be extra careful with the banking rate and stuff. I gotta be careful with the banking rate. Okay, I got this, sort of. I got this, but I don't got this. I got this, but I don't got this. Oh. This is not an easy one to fly. Not a beginner plane. But I think I could get it to come back down. Let's see if we can get a landing. I will try to get a landing for you guys. I will. I promise you that I will try. Will I succeed? That's a whole different can of worms. This thing wants to nosedive to its death. So just letting you guys know, it wants to nosedive to its death. And I'm trying to not make it nosedive to its death, but I think it's dead. Okay, let's try an easier bird. Let's try an easier bird. That one was not an easy bird. Ooh, 3D plane. Just recently, the RC Sailors did a 3D plane that was really cool. But you know what? I'm gonna go pink. I'm gonna go with pink. Yeah, buddy. I think I should get one of these at some point. If I can convince some investors at some point. Because these things. Whoa, look how easy that. And I suck at flying, but look how easy that was. That is so cool. I am not in safe, guys. I am flying in 3D. And I will prove that to you in a second. As soon as I land. I'm not flying in safe. And okay, let me prove it to you by going like this. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, rolls of doom and death. This thing is so incredibly cool. Man, I just want one now. I just want one. This is so cool. I'm not in safe. I am not in safe. But look at that. That is so cool. This is why I like to tell you guys, there are planes that are going to be really, really difficult for you guys to fly in. Other planes, like this thing here, that are so forgiving. Whoa! They're so forgiving unless you're stupid like me. But there you go. They're so forgiving. This thing is out of safe, and I can do stuff like this that I could never do with pretty much any other plane. Oh, buddy. It's like you got punched by Mike Tyson there. You got punched by Mike Tyson. Ooh, look at this maneuver. Whoa! Got stuck between a rock and a hard place. Oh, buddy. Yeehaw! No. Okay, I would have destroyed the propeller there. But you guys catch the drift. This is so cool, guys. Again, guys. Just to make it obvious, we're gonna try to get that. We're gonna try to get that Aero Scout back. It was somewhere up here. Let's go get it. I just love this plane. Again, I'm gonna end the live stream today with the Aero Scout if I can find it. It is not allowing me to find it. I'm sure it's just right before. There we go. Aero Scout. Aero Scout. Again, I love my version better because it's all blinged up like you wouldn't believe. But this is also pretty cool. I mean, to be honest, a lot of people rant about how they don't like the orange colors and stuff on this bird, and I disagree. I like it. I like it. I prefer how I've blinged it up. But hey, look at that. Look what I was able to do. You saw me fly some of the other stuff, and I was like so laming out. But here we go. You saw me fly the 3D plane, and now we're gonna come back for a hopefully nice landing here with the Aero Scout. Can we land it? We should be able to land it. We did a full throttle cut. We're relaxing it off. We're gonna flare just a teensy bit, and there we go. Hey, it does not get any better than this, guys. And again, as I said before, absolutely love this plane. I'm gonna super promote it to anybody who wants to try to fly for their first time. It is definitely what they call a beginner plane, and it will make you happy. You're gonna look at this thing and it's super big, and you're gonna be like, you what now? You what now? You mean I can actually fly this huge thing? And you will be impressed at how easy this thing is to fly. It just is. And you saw how much I destroyed all kinds of other planes, and you know, all the evidence is there on the channel. You just have to look at it and be like, wait, this guy is now recommending the big Aero Scout. He kept whining and whining about the remote control on the Mini and this and that and the other and blah, blah, blah. But then he bought himself a decent plane from Hobby Zone and Horizon Hobby, and now it's like a little kid. It's like a little kid all over again. It's like, this is the only thing I want to fly going forward. Well, no, I'm lying. I would definitely fly the Habu. The Habu would be cool. I would love to get my hands on a Habu, or any of the other like really easy to fly planes from Horizon or UMX. I heard the UMX are really easy to fly too. There's an airliner which is really cool. I would love to fly that. There's a warbird that is also really cool. Ooh, well, that was my bad. That was my bad. My bad, guys. Just one quick challenge, and then I will do, let's see, what haven't we done? So again, guys, this is great. This here one, you guys want to learn how to fly, just use this one, and the balloon one also helps out a lot. This one is great too for the airplanes. Not the biggest fan of Limbo. Limbo is hit and miss. Limbo is this one here. It's hit and miss. But the rings, for instance, are really good for you guys if you're trying to learn how to fly. But again, the one that really helped me the most for flying were these two. One is the one where you're trying to land. So I'll show you what that looks like real quick. Because it forces you to try to land in a specific spot. And then if you go to a parking lot, like what I did this morning, and I did a little live stream there, you're not going to have a huge runway to go and be able to land. So you're going to have to be able to get this thing in air. You're going to be able to have to be able to turn, not like I'm doing. But again, I wish I could change this out to the Aero Scout because it'd be so much easier. But again, I learned to do that with this, which is super challenging because it's not unsafe. And so then when I did it with the Aero Scout, it was like, oh, this is so easy. This is so easy now because I was trying to land in, you see, when I tried to land in not safe, and I don't think it matters in this thing. Is this in safe? No, it still allows me to do flips and rolls and stuff. So again, have not mastered this in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, it gives you an idea. See, there, I was able to sort of do it. And again, this is asking you to do this in not safe, which is in 3D mode. And as you've just witnessed, it is not an easy thing to do. Fighting it so bad. Oh, couldn't climb out of that. Pull up, just like in Top Gun. Pull up, but I was not able to pull up. Pull-ups are not that easy to do. Okay, coming back. If I can be gentle here on the sticks and flare just a little bit. I missed it. Oh, boy, this thing. Again, as I said before, this is not forgiving in any stretch of the imagination. If you fly the Aero Scout, the big one, those tires are so great. I mean, I bounced, felt like I was skimming stones on a lake. And it survived. And it survived because those tires are just big. You could do grass ops, you can do grass landings and stuff, and you'll be fine. So anyway, this one is one of the ones that really helped me, because again, you have to be so precise to get this to land. And then this one was the other one that was super awesome. Come on, start. And this is the other one that helped me out with the Aero Scout. So much. It just really helped me out. Again, if you go back to the very first live stream that I did, you will notice how much I was just like upset with this plane. It won't turn, it won't this, it won't that. Oh, I mean, I guess the people from Horizon Hobby and Hobby Zone and whoever, somebody must have watched my my live streams, and they were probably like, they may have been a little bit appalled, but also probably found it to be hilarious, because it's like, dude, you're just so stupid. How can you not know that you need to use the left stick? How do you not know that you need to use the left stick to turn? And you're just rotating. I was just flying only with the right stick, and it was just hilarious. But anyway, you live, you learn. And it was totally worth it. I guess for the comedic part of the channel and stuff. But anyway, this is really cool, guys. It helps a lot that you fly this thing. This is not unsafe. It's extra difficult. And then you switch over to the Aero Scout in real life that isn't safe, and you feel like, oh, okay, I think I can do this now. Because, again, you've been flying like this, which is super hard by comparison, where you have to control your own like roll rates, and you have to control how much the plane is nose diving compared to not nose diving. The other one just does most of the work for you, and it's just like so amazingly cool. Again, you guys are watching me do this. I feel like this is not that challenging now because I've done it so many times. But in the beginning, I was like, it doesn't turn. My kingdom for something that turns. And it's just so cool. Once you get how it works and you can do it, it's just so rewarding. Just so rewarding, guys. Again, most people, learning curve is like really short, easy, and lively and amazing. But for me, the learning curve was steep. It was just so steep. It took so many hours of simulator to be able to get to this point. So there we go. There you go, guys. There you go. I'm going to do this and get out of here. and we're going to just end it with the Aero Scout. This is the star of the show today. This thing is absolutely amazing. I love this thing. It just flies on rails. And wait a second. I don't know. Oh, it's not the challenge. So you can still fly at this field, but it's not doing the challenge. I kind of wish that you could do the challenges and then just use whatever plane you want, but I guess that's cheating, because then you could use something that is so forgiving and so easy to fly like this that it makes everything super easy. Everything is assisted. In this current state, I don't think you can roll it. Yeah, it will not allow you to roll. So in some cases, I can't do my favorite Maverick move, but look how easily it turns. This thing is awesome. This thing is absolutely amazing. The way that it turns and everything. So look, I just went through here, and it's not even a challenge unless you hit the pole. Unless you hit the pole, it is not even a challenge. So anyway, it was awesome today. I was able to do all this stuff and not destroy the plane. And the plane is it just came home, and you guys can go check out the live stream so you can tell that if I was lying, it's in the live stream. You can't do any of that Disney Hollywood magic when it's live streamed. It's, I can't fake it. Oh no, I didn't hit that plane. I can't edit it out in the post. I can't get that awesome product that I used to use a long time ago. Photoshop and Premiere Pro and all that stuff. I love all the Adobe products. I had a friend who worked at Adobe, and now he works for Google. Anyway, it's really cool stuff. I love it. Just don't have the budget for the licenses, that stuff anymore. So we just do things on the fly with whatever you got. And this obviously should bring some hope to the young YouTubers who don't have all the amenities and all the cool stuff and all the sponsors and stuff. You can still run a YouTube channel with just a couple of crappy things. An old PC, look at this. You could run a channel and do YouTube stuff with an HP G72 running Windows 7. And you can still have a following. So anyway, just putting it out there to try to help people out as well, because there's a lot of kids out there who want to start their YouTube channel, and they're like, well, I don't have the best microphone. I don't have a $3,000 PC. I don't have blah, 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 blah. Well, you don't need any of that stuff, to be honest. You just have to get your subscribers and stuff from other things. So that's why I keep telling people, don't rely on YouTube to find the subscribers and all that stuff for you. That's just, the YouTube algorithm is not going to help you in any way. And a lot of the YouTubers on YouTube may find you to be, especially if you're competent, they might find you to be like a threat to them. So they're not going to promote your content. So what you do is you try to find the little channels on YouTube, and friendly people from other platforms, and then you run like multiple lives at once and stuff like that. And then you, if you have enough interest on those other platforms, some people will jump over to your YouTube channel and stuff, and then things will actually work out for you. Because if you try to do the thing just using YouTube, nah, it's not going to work out for you unless you're like super lucky, or you already know your one of your friends is one of the top YouTubers already out there. They already got like 100,000 subscribers or whatever, or and they can just just bring you up along for the ride, have you participate in their live streams and stuff like that. That might work. But if you are just like a nobody's heard of you, you don't have any connections and stuff, the way to do it is the way that I'm explaining, which is just have your YouTube channel, but you don't get your subscriptions and stuff like that from YouTube, because nobody cares to help you out. And people just, they're just so into their own thing and worried about, well, I can't get enough viewership, and then somebody might see this guy's channel and they might, stop watching my channel and stuff. First of all, that's baloney. That's baloney. It doesn't work that way. I, for instance, watch all the different channels that you guys see on the wall, and I promote them, and I don't stop watching them just because like I'm promoting my own stuff. That's not how it works. So that may be something that people are scared of and think that that may be the case, but it's just not the truth. It's just not the truth. So sometimes it's just better if a bunch of people start promoting each other, and that will actually help you guys get more visibility out there. But anyway, I'm going to stop here. This is going to be the end of the live. I'm going to turn around on a dime like you can with this amazing Aero Scout. I would attempt to do a landing, and that'll be all for today. I just wanted to, again, thank everybody for all the help and support, especially the Brian Phillips RC. I learned so much, and they said you probably should get yourself one of these things, and it turns out that it worked out amazing. And again, thanks to Horizon Hobby for sending me the Evolution version of this game, which is awesome, for free. Again, I'll always thank Captain Drone for sending me these awesome stickers and his amazing family, Drone Camps RC, and then all the other ones over there. Again, some of them may not be friendliest to each other, but we won't get into any of that. I don't care about which YouTuber doesn't like the other YouTuber. I just put everybody on the wall, because if I like the stuff that you do, I don't care about what you think about the other YouTubers. I just like them all, and so that's why I promote them over here. I'm also going to promote another YouTube channel that I haven't put up there, and it's just sometimes I don't remember everything that's going on. But Quan Kicker is another really good one. Really fun show. He shows you some really effective martial arts, and then he makes fun of a bunch of the ineffective martial arts. So something you guys could take a look at. We could remember, the guys, if you guys want to buy that cool book from Tom Wong Master, that's on Amazon. You guys can check it out. Really cool. And then we're going to say thank you to all the other sponsors and amazing companies that have been helping out this channel, and silent partners, and whoever has been donating and all that cool stuff, because couldn't do this without you guys. We've got Sheng Mei, we've got Excellent, we've got D Domisol, Color Farm, and all the above. So let's end this by saying goodbye to all the cool channels that I always like promoting on here. Saying goodbye to Real Flight. Again, thanks Horizon Hobby for sending me Real Flight Evolution. I'm trying to get it to run on my Microsoft 7 so that we can run it with better graphics and all that cool stuff. It'll showcase things even better. But for now, this is what we're using, because at least it doesn't lag to death and have all kinds of other bugs caused, obviously, because now that we've seen it on a different computer. The Microsoft machine of death running Windows 10 is the culprit, obviously, for all of that stuff. Real Flight is a great system. And so, again, through here, you guys can check a lot of, there's 3D printing channels, there's product reviews channels. URC was one of the very first reviewers that I watched about like RC cars and stuff, and he does a lot of rally and really good stuff. But anyway, all of these channels here that you guys are going to see here are awesome and totally worth it. So go check out Flying Ryan again. Brian Phillips RC, as you guys see in there, and then all of these other ones too. I heard there's a chance that you guys should check out RC Girl. Also does the simulator, same simulator that I'm flying. You should check her out too. A lot of her advice on the Aero Scout was useful. I checked out her channel. There's a chance that Tommy RC and Kevin Talbot will be racing soon, but it depends on likes and subscribes and whether that's going to happen or not. Anyway, big thanks to all these guys, Dustin Dunhill, You guys got to watch his stuff. It's really cool too. Original Adobo, I keep talking about him. Gadget Inspector, really cool. Authentic. That said Joshua Bardwell. All these cool channels here, up here. You want to watch some calming videos of drone flights. I don't know how to pronounce it, but just go look it up. Go look it up. Then you always have Davina A. Awesome guy, always there for me, this guy. Again, these are small channels that I started off with, and we promoted each other. It was really cool, and it definitely helped promote the channel and move it forward. So big shout out to them. They really do a lot for me, and I really appreciate their help. Over here, so these are some of the latest channels that I'm promoting. Amazing stuff. You wouldn't believe how much cool stuff you can find on these channels. Some of these are musical channels. Some of these channels are about comedy. Some of these channels, Quadcopter 101. He always makes me laugh and does some really good reviews. Good information on there too. Very detailed. Then you've got Barnacules. Come on, Barnacules. We should get more people to work at Microsoft like Barnacules, and we wouldn't have so many problems with operating system and stuff. But anyway, so there we go. DroneXR and a bunch of the others. Two Brothers Radio Control. I'm not going to read everybody's name, but just know that if they're on this list, they're worth your subscribe and likes and all that stuff. So go check them out. Give them some love. And yeah. I'll see you all very soon in the next one, guys. Take care. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And if I put a smile on your face, even if you were laughing at me, that's cool. That's cool. So long as you're having a better day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, guys.